Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers, Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Ladies, let's dive in. Okay, so here we are Wednesday morning, and we're meeting week after week after week to practice together. It takes a community. It's very hard to change in solitude. We need that supportive community, and together we create that. Okay, so I'm reading from the Thich Nhat Hanh book, and I'm on page 119, Seeds. The purpose of meditation is to look at something deeply and see its roots. Whatever kind of action we take, if we look deeply into it, we'll be able to recognize the seed of that action. That seed may come from our ancestors. Whatever action we take, our ancestors are taking it at the same time with us. Sometimes we act without intention, but that is also action. Habit energy is pushing us. It pushes us to do things without our being aware. Sometimes we do something without knowing we're doing it. Even when we don't want to do something, we still do it. Sometimes we say, I didn't want to do it, but it's stronger than me. It pushed me. So that is a seed, a habit energy that may have come from many generations in the past. So what we are doing here is working on self-awareness. So we have all these habits. Some of them are helpful, some are not. And we have a choice to slowly change the way we act. So more of our actions become more helpful to ourselves and others. And this, in my experience, is best done in community, in a helpful community. Okay, so let's practice. So taking your seat, you chose to be here. Give yourself a pat on the back for coming to practice. There's so many things we can do. Every day we choose what to do, where to be, and who to hang out with. Sitting up tall. If you want to, you can bring your awareness to your feet, maybe lift the heels, the toes, reminding ourselves of the connection to earth. And then maybe shift your awareness to your sitting bones. Notice their connection to the chair. They're strong, stable, keep you up, keep you going. And then if you're ready, bring your awareness up to the crown of the head. Sometimes it helps to place your fingertips off the crown of the head, and maybe push into those fingertips a little bit, reaching up towards the universe. Maybe imagine that you have an opening, just like you did when you were a baby. And through that opening, you are receiving wisdom from the universe. If you want to, you can imagine how you're dropping down a few inches into the midbrain, the mind's eye. You can close your eyes and still see. Maybe imagining seeing a light in your midbrain. And then if you want to bring awareness to your breathing, notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And notice the light in your midbrain. Inhale, exhale, notice the light. Even if you can't see it, it's there. And then if you want to, you can open your eyes, place your hands on your knees, and then start the cat-cow movement. Waking up the spine, your physical spine. You can align the movement with the breathing. Exhale and round. Inhale into back bend. Exhale and round. Follow your own breathing. You are in charge. You decide how fast or how slow you would like to move and breathe. You can try different paces. You can move really fast, or you can move super slow. And then eventually coming back to neutral. And then use the blinking, bubbling stars. Open and close the fingers. Imagine blinking, bubbling stars. Bring the hands all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Straighten those elbows. Breathe. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can add some side bending. Notice how the skin and the muscles are stretching on each side of your body. And then come back to neutral, turn to one side, let the hands move away from each other. Fingertips are moving away from each other, neck is long. We're still breathing. And release. And then blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows. Big inhale, exhale. Maybe do some side bending. And then turn to the other side. Release the hands. Let the fingertips move away from each other. Away from each other. Neck is long. We're still breathing. And release. And then look at the thumb. Look at your thumb. Pick a color. Can be a color you like or pick a color you don't really like. You can just play with it. And then draw big circles. 3, 2, 1. And then back to neutral. And then look at the other thumb. Pick the same color or a different color. 3, 2, 1. And back to neutral. Okay, now, if you want to, you can bring the arms up in cactus and then gently twist from side to side. waking up the upper body in a different way. And then if you want to, you can go swimming. The water can be cold or warm. It can be salt, fresh. Or maybe you're not swimming in water. Maybe you're swimming in milk. I don't know, milk and honey. And then you can swim backwards. And then release down. Now back up the cactus and then lift knee to elbow, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Engaging the core. And then if you want to, you can cross the midline. That's confusing for the brain. So knee to elbow, crossing the midline. And release. Okay, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hand, turn them over. Breathe. This time, release. Let the arms go wide, wide, wide into airplane arms. And then turn the palms up. Inhale. Exhale. Move forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale, go forward. And this time, bring the hands behind your back. Hold on to opposite elbows or forearms or something behind there. And then stay here. Notice any tightness. And use the breath. Imagine the breath as warm, healing water. Bringing that water to tight parts of your body. Rinsing, cleaning, healing. Now release one hand. Bring it all the way up. Bend the elbow and scratch yourself in between the shoulder blades. And release the other hand, bring it all the way up, and then place that one on top of the other hand. And then release the first hand back down. And then the other hand back down. Hold on the way that feels funny to the opposite way. And then release. Okay, now bring your awareness to your sitting bones and then transfer the weight from sitting bone to sitting bone. If you want to, you can bring the feet a little wider. That gives you more stability and you can move a little bit more. And then if you want to, you can start making circles. You can go one way, you can go the other way. Maybe go diagonal from one corner to the other corner. Or maybe move in a way that is completely unique to you, that no one else has done before. What would that look like? All right, and then come back to Tadasana, feet big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, lifting that right knee up, creating circles. maybe imagine that you're using your toes this time to paint a picture. So what colors would your toes be? And then step out wide. Elbows on your knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can bring the fingertips down to the floor, walk around. Where would you like to walk? To the right, to the left, behind you? Maybe you want to move in a different way. How would you like to move? What does your recipe look like? And then come back up, foot on the knee, and then use your fingers and place the fingers in between the toes, opening up the toes, sitting up tall, gently guiding that knee out. Seated pigeon. And then let the knees slide together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and turn away from that knee. Maybe look behind you. What did you learn from the past? What did you learn yesterday? What did you learn yesterday? And release. And then lift that left knee up, creating big circles, big circles. Step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. And this time, maybe place one hand on the floor and then take that string and arrow and bring the string back all the way up. We are warriors of peace, peaceful warriors. Warriors bringing peace, first to ourselves and then to others. And then switch. Place the other hand under your face, take that string, and then bring it all the way up, all the way up. We cannot actually bring peace to anyone else. We can only bring peace to ourselves, and then we might create an environment that is helpful to others so they also can create peace, just like we're doing here. Place the fingers in between your toes. Gently guide that knee out for a seated pigeon. Slide the knees together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn away from that knee. Look behind you. What did you learn yesterday? What did you learn about yourself yesterday? And then release. Now, we're going to work with the legs. So bring the feet a little closer to the chair. Feet are hip distance apart, and then transfer the weight forward and up, making sure that you are stable when you're going to work. And then going up and down, working those legs. Maybe come down just above the chair. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe go up and down a few times. Maybe lift one leg, lift the other, maybe jump. If you want to, maybe try to come up on one leg and down on one leg. So how can you challenge yourself? building some strength in those legs. And then eventually coming all the way up and then stay standing. Okay, here we are, standing up. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. And then some side bending. It's often easier to do the side bending when we're standing up. Come to stillness, turn to one side, release the fingertips away from each other. Release. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Side bending. And then turn to the other side, release the hands out wide. The fingertips are reaching away from each other. Release. Look at the thumb, pick a color. Maybe pick a color that you don't really like. And then just see what happens when you use that color. 3, 2, 1. And then pick another color that you don't like. All right, and then try it. 3, 2, 1. Now, let the arms go. Let the arms go. Arms are heavy. Arms are heavy. The swinging from side to side. And then adding some bent knees. And maybe you want to swing all the way around. Maybe you want to let the arms go from side to side. How do you like your arms to swing? And then eventually coming back to standing, arms in cactus, and then bring the knees up to the elbows, knees to elbows. If you want to, you can cross the midline, crossing the midline. And then put the hands on your hips, and then engage the hamstrings. Sometimes all we need is a kick in the butt. Sometimes that's what we need. I have told myself I'm going to do this, and now I'm just going to do it. And then lift the foot out to the side, engaging the outer hip, working with the outer hip, outer balance. And then if you want to, you can balance on one leg and lift one leg up. Working hard with both the outer hips, both the one who is keeping you balanced on earth and the one that's up in the air. And then try the other side. Imagine if you did this every day, how would your life change? And release. Okay, now spread the fingers as much as you can. Spread the fingers. Imagine a habit that you are no longer helpful. Imagine a habit that you have that is no longer helpful, and you're gonna push that away. You're gonna push it away, and it's gonna wanna come back. And sometimes it's so hard, you can't resist it. But then, yes, I'm gonna push it away, and I'm gonna hold it back there. Stay back there. You are no longer needed. And maybe we even need to kick it away a little bit. A habit that you have that is no longer helpful. Maybe it was in the past, and maybe it was yesterday, but today it's no longer needed. Maybe you have to kick it. Maybe there's something trying to sneak in from behind. You have to kick it back. Stay away. Stay away. No longer needed. Stay away. All right. And when we have cleared the space of all those habits we no longer need, we can greet the sun with sun salutations. I'll use the chair today. So I like to start my feet hip distance apart. Gives me more balance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline, and then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. And release. Okay, let's do a step back. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale to chair. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back. Find the earth behind you with your toes and then your heel. And then stay here in Warrior One. Warrior One is facing forward, checking things out. Okay, let's add some blinking, bubbling stars. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Release the fingertips out towards airplane. Place your hands in your back pockets. Bring the elbows towards each other. Breathe into that heart. From here, release the hand, move forward to Warrior Three. You can hold on to the chair and lift that back foot off the floor. Maybe bring the opposite hand off the floor. So my right leg is in the air and my left arm is in the air. If you want to, you can bring the other hand off the chair too. That's a possibility. And then bring the feet back together, bend the knees, and come back up to standing. Let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, find the earth with the toe and then the heel. Building warrior one from the ground up. Checking things out. Observe without judgment. Add some blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Straighten those elbows. Big inhale, big exhale. Release the fingertips out wide. Let them reach away as far as you can. Place your hands in your back pockets. Elbows move towards each other. The heart is facing forward. Breathe into that heart. Release the hands. Hold on to the chair. Transfer your weight forward. Lift that back foot up. Lift the opposite hand off the chair. So my left leg and my right arm are in the air. Maybe take the second hand or the other arm off the chair too. And then hands back, feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay, let's try a step back to warrior two this time. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half. One arm goes to the past and the other arm goes to the future. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. What did you learn from yesterday? What did you learn yesterday? And then take that knowledge and bring it with you. How am I going to use it tomorrow? And then bring it all back to the present moment. This is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee. Let the hands slide down for Trikonasana. Maybe hold on to the chair. Maybe bring one arm up towards the sky. What kind of star are you? What kind of blinking, bubbling star are you? Rebend that front knee, come back to warrior two. This is where we are right now. Bring your hands to the chair, drag that back foot with you, drag the foot back with you, and then lift it up, dip the toe in the water, lift it up. And then back together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, lift the left heel off the floor. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half, finding warrior two. This is where we are right now. Flip the front hand, reverse. What did you learn this morning? And how can you use that this afternoon to make this afternoon the way you want it to be? And then bring it all back to the present moment. This is where we are right now. Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee, let the hands slide down, finding Trikonasana. Maybe bringing that arm up. What color is your star? What color is your star? Rebend that knee, coming back to warrior two. Hands on that chair, drag that back foot with you and then lift it up. Dip the toe in the water, lift it up, dip it in the water. And then bring the feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay, let's do tree posture. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Starting in Tadasana, mountain posture. This is where we are stable, grounded, steady, heavy. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off the floor. This is already balancing and the brain is, or the body is like, oh, what's going on? Stay here, breathe. The standing leg is working hard to keep the balance. One part of you is steady and stable, and the other one is light and playful. Maybe lift the toe off the floor. Maybe create some kind of tree posture. And then eventually finding your way back to Tadasana, mountain posture. And then try the other side, transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off the floor. Check your breathing. This is already stressful. The sympathetic nervous system turns on like, ooh, what are we doing? We're creating trees now? Ooh, I'm not really sure. Inhale, exhale. Turn the parasympathetic nervous system back on. Okay, I got this. Maybe lifting 1, 2 off the floor. Maybe start creating something else. What kind of tree would you like to create today? What's the color? And then eventually finding your way back to Tadasana. Okay, last sequence. Place the hands on the chair, step back a little bit, spread the toes as much as you can, release the knees down. Look at the thumb, draw a big circle, maybe touch the heel. Release. Look at the other thumb, draw a big circle, maybe touch the heel. Release. Now, both thumbs, big circle, place the hands in your back pockets, elbows towards each other, shoulders are wide, heart might be opening, softening. Release, untuck the toes, bring the knees a little bit wider, let the hips come down towards the heels for child's posture. Inhale, come back up. Create a triangle. Maybe clasp the hands or hold on to the hands. The elbows are wide. Tuck the toes, engage the core. Lean heavily onto your arms. Lift the knees off the floor. There's no rush. Build some strength here. And then walk the feet forward. Armpits move towards the legs. Dolphin posture. Bend the knees and then slowly come back up to standing. All right, let's get ready. So now we've done a physical practice, which often helps the mind to kind of come closer into the body, and we are a little bit more present in our bodies. Okay, we're going to continue practicing the two different meditation techniques, the Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Birth, life, death, rebirth. And what I'm hearing is it's a circle. It's a circle that never ends. To me, in the physical body, it seems like it ends. It definitely, one part of me ends, the physical part of me ends, but there is something that continues all the time. It's a circle. That's what I'm hearing. I might be wrong. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing today. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. So if you want to, we can start with that technique. I find it easier, especially if my mind is all over the place, because I hear myself and I use my fingertips. So I hear myself and I use touch. So if you want to, we can try that for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to do the other one when we keep the breathing, the focus on the breathing. And of course, these are techniques that you can practice on your own, even if it's just for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, wherever you are. I think it helps. Okay, let's sit up tall, checking in with the earth, checking in with the universe. You can keep your eyes closed or gently, or a low gaze or soft gaze. Notice your breathing, your inhale and exhale. And then start saying the Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And then whisper in your mind, and I'm going to be quiet for about 5 minutes. Okay, let's try the second technique where we keep the focus on the breathing. And that is also like a circle. I bring my awareness to the breathing. And then after a while, my mind starts to wander to the past, to the future. It's no longer here in the present moment. Yes. And then we notice it. We notice that we're thinking about something that happened, or we notice that we're planning for the future. And then we say, okay, that's thinking. And right now we're practicing being present. So I bring my awareness back to the present moment. I focus on the breathing, inhale, exhale. And then I do that for a while. And then the mind starts to wander, thinking about something that happened yesterday or last year, or when I was 5 years old, or it's going to go think about the future, about like whatever. And then we bring ourselves back to the present moment again. So what we're practicing is awareness. Awareness, where am I? Am I in the past? Am I in the future? Or am I right here in the present moment? I think that's the idea. That's my understanding today. Tomorrow's going to be different. Okay, so let's do this for about 5 minutes, and when 5-6 minutes, and then at the end, I'll play the ball. So once again, sitting up tall, checking in with the earth, checking in with the universe, checking in with the sitting bones, pit of the belly goes in and up. The shoulders are wide, the neck is long. You can have a soft gaze or you can close your eyes, your choice. And then bring your awareness to the breathing. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And now I'm going to be quiet for about 5 minutes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, gently move the head from side to side. Take a full breath in, let it go. If you want to, you can place your hands in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, look at the floor, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. I appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.